Thursday, August 26, 2010. I'm Kevin McShan, and this is the McShan Sports Beat Report. Sometimes in life, it's better to turn the page and begin anew and start a new chapter in your life. And in sports, that adage can definitely be applied. And it appears that Los Angeles Dodgers outfielder Manny Ramirez will be granted that opportunity. The veteran outfielder was placed on waivers on Wednesday night, and there's a strong chance that he'll be dealt to the Chicago White Sox by the end of the business day on Thursday. The two sides have already been engaged in preliminary trade discussions, bringing the White Sox one step closer to acquiring Ramirez, despite the fact he is not expected to clear waivers until at least Friday at the earliest, ESPN.com is reporting. The Dodgers are anticipating Ramirez clearing waivers, or for the White Sox to put in a waiver claim for his services. Teams around the majors have until Friday afternoon to put in a claim for Ramirez. National League teams will get the first crack at acquiring his services. Waiver rules permit that he must pass through all National League clubs before an American League ball club can have the opportunity to put in a claim. Any team that wins the claim for Ramirez would have until Tuesday afternoon to work out a trade with the Dodgers. White Sox general manager Kenny Williams says that pulling the trigger on a waiver wire deal is never easy. It's never easy to get anything done. That's why the July 31st trading deadline is so important. White Sox general manager Kenny Williams told ESPN Chicago.com, "You try and fortify your roster, and you exhaust yourself doing it because you just never know what the waiver wire will yield. And this year, there seems to be more blocks than there have been in the past," he said. Even if the White Sox and Dodgers were able to work out a deal that would send Ramirez to the Windy City, he has the right under his no-trade clause and his current 2-year, $45 million contract he's under with the Dodgers to nix any trade he's not in favor of. If Ramirez says no to the White Sox, then the Dodgers are required to pull him off waivers and cannot trade him to any other club for the remainder of the season. Dodgers manager Joe Torre says that his gut instinct tells him that Ramirez would rather remain in LA and play out the string with his teammates at Hollywood rather than being shipped to Chicago. Manny has always expressed that, Torre said. "I know he's having a rough year, but I think what will help him is to just get a few hits in a game, and then all of a sudden, things will feel a lot better, I'm sure," Torre said. Any team that would possibly acquire Ramirez off waivers runs the risk of being responsible for the approximately $4.3 million remaining on Ramirez's contract if the Dodgers simply release him. However, ESPN.com's baseball insider Jason Stark is reporting that the Dodgers may not be willing to dump Ramirez's salary on just any team. They may be exploring other options where they assume a portion of Ramirez's remaining salary while also getting a prospect or prospects in return. If the White Sox wait for Ramirez to clear waivers and then work out a deal with the Dodgers, which would most likely include some minor league prospects, they could get the Dodgers to assume a large majority of Ramirez's remaining salary. According to Stark, any team that acquires Ramirez may be more interested to do so because of the structure of his contract. Any team that acquires Ramirez would be responsible for paying him a protracted portion of the $20 million which still remains on his contract. However, 3/4 of that salary is deferred. If a team was successful and claimed Ramirez off waivers, they would owe him approximately $1.1 million, and the remaining $3.3 million would be deferred as salary. White Sox catcher A.J. Pierzynski says he would welcome the addition of Ramirez to the White Sox. Sure, why not? He's one of the best right-handed hitters in all of baseball of all time, Pierzynski said on the Afternoon Saloon on ESPN 1000. How can you not say you don't want Manny Ramirez on my team? That would be something that wouldn't be said. So as long as he's healthy and can play, it's impossible to say you don't want Manny Ramirez, he said. Ramirez is a 12-time All-Star. He's only participated in 63 games for the Dodgers this season because of 3 separate trips to the disabled list, twice for a right calf strain, and since being reactivated on Sunday, he's gone 0 for 7 in 2 games with 3 strikeouts. At the end of the day, there is still mutual admiration between Ramirez and the Dodgers for this relationship to continue, and it could most certainly sustain itself throughout the duration of the season. However, with the Dodgers well out of playoff contention in the NL West, being 12 games out, Ramirez could serve as a nice jolt of energy for a team in hot pursuit of the Minnesota Twins for supremacy atop the American League Central in the White Sox. And it's been no secret that the White Sox have been in hot pursuit of Ramirez for quite some time. So we'll see if Williams and the White Sox can play their cards right and come home with their coveted prize, or if the Dodgers and Ramirez want this marriage to continue. It should be a most interesting 24 hours. Kevin McShan, McShan Sports Beat Report.